Hey folks, Tim Newman with Lite Studios, and it's time for another daily assignment. This assignment for July 28th, 2019. Our assignment today is titled Grab a Slice. Summer is the time for pies. Fruit pies, that is. So grab yourself a slice of pie. Any flavor will do, and make sure you get a compelling image. Well, before you're compelled to eat it. This would be a really difficult assignment for me, especially if it was butterscotch cream pie. Okay, sample picture coming at you. Here we have America's perennial favorite deep dish apple pie. But even beyond the fact that this is a yummy looking picture, consider the diagonal line that's applied across the frame. Think about the fork being there as an intersection. Look at the very carefully managed color set and styling that goes with this picture, not to mention the effective use of depth of field here to isolate foreground from background. Our second picture, banana cream pie with some toasted almonds. Again, some diagonal lines, carefully managed color theme happening in this picture. All of the accoutrements laid out around the back of the pie. We've got our plate and our forks and our knife ready, and our bananas are back there. Heck, the napkin's even banana colored. So this picture, very carefully thought out color scheme happening here. Let's take a look at some of the elements of design that matter to us here. Obviously, shapes are important with pies. Pies should be round and pie slices should be pie shaped. Pretty straightforward. Think about leading lines in your frame. Things that take the viewer from the foreground off into the background of the picture. And of course, quality of light matters here. You know, if you think about it, sometimes pies can be really kind of glistening, shiny subjects, and really managing and diffusing the light here is going to make a big difference. Alrighty, let's take a look at a few more sample pictures. This is like the trio of favorites here this morning. Key lime pie. I could stop the video and just eat this slice right now, but unfortunately it's just an image. All right, some things to think about here. That diagonal line again, working its way across the frame. The intersecting lines, the angles in the pie serving spatula, if you will, all of those intersecting with that diagonal, and the very managed color set here. These are really, really easy to stage, but you really want to think about stylizing the color in them. All right. Okay, so it's a tart, but you know what? I think of it as a pie. It wouldn't stop me from eating it just because you changed the name. But here, we are totally focusing on three things. One, shape. The top-down view here is clearly shaped. And not only is it the round shape of the tart, but it is the pie-shaped slice coming out of there. And by the way, the round pie serving board that it's on, I shouldn't call it a board, it's actually a piece of shale. That really is also cool too, because that shale and its background take on the color set of the blueberries and the blackberries that are in here. So this, again, is very carefully thought out. And the last thing I said, there were three things in here that really grabbed me. It's still got rule of thirds happening here, whether you believe it or not. All right, one last picture. Clever. Get it? Pie? You know, pie? Oh, never mind. Let's go to the rules of composition. In our rules of composition, we are thinking about geometric balance. Throw in that rule of thirds, too. Don't forget that. Color theory. That happened in the styling in every one of these pictures that you looked at. Color was carefully managed in this shot when it was put together. And last but not least, point of view. Pies are round, get that round shot. Get that pie slice if you can. That point of view really matters, whether you're shooting from up high or at that little bit of the off-the-table angle. Both of those work in here. Let's take a look at our upload rules. If you're going to upload an image for semi-monthly image critique, you need to follow these format specifications that you see here. Here is an example of our naming standard for today's date and an example of the standard itself. By the way, all of this information in the Update 01 video, which is included in the description below as a link. Also as a link is the upload URL, so you don't have to type out all of those characters. And speaking of links, I know you get tired of hearing me say this. Don't forget that subscribe link. See, I'm tired of hearing me saying it. All right, well, go shoot some pies. But remember, learning equals skills. Practice equals mastery. We'll see you out there.